Before and after. These are the pictures. I worked with Perfect Match Duplicolor. Period. Here's how I did it. What's going on, Trev2323 here. We're going to be working on this Ford Fusion backing in right here. What we're going to be doing is the back bumper. I don't know, it seems like somebody primered it, but it was in a high traffic area, so they said people kept bumping the bumper. So we're just actually going to go over the primered area right there. See how terrible it is? We're just going to go ahead and get it to match. Alright, what I'm using today is, seeing that there's paint on it already, we're going to degrease it first. Pick this up right here, some degreaser and some paper towels to degrease it with. Get all the grease off. You can't paint or nothing. If you don't degrease when you sand, all the wax is going to get into the paint. So you want to degrease it first. Scuff pads. These are final scuffing pads. These are the red ones. That is to scuff it up. After you degrease it, we're going to scuff it up and make it where the other paint, where the primer could stick to it. I got two primers, but I'm probably not going to use this one because the person I'm doing it for is short on time. It's a fillable primer, so if there's a lot of deep scratches or something like that, that'll fill in the deep scratches. And you can sand this one down, and then this is just regular primer right here. Duplicolor is the one I'm using, the Perfect Match and the top coat. But the Duplicolor Perfect Match, this really isn't the perfect match, but it's close enough. You can see I went ahead and did the fender, the wheel well right there. It was all rusted out right there, so I did the wheel well. But we just painted over it. There's no Bondo, no nothing. I just painted over it, so it's actually a pretty good match right there. But it's not a perfect match. Alright, so the bumper. I'm looking at the whole bumper. I was actually going to do the whole bumper, but it's a really pretty big bumper right here. Look how big this bumper is. This is the only bad part right here on the bumper. The rest of it really ain't bad. To make it look really good, what you should do is actually tape off and do the whole bumper. What I'm probably just going to wind up doing is blending this right here. Like blending it right around here and blending it right around here. Because, man, I didn't realize how big that damn bumper was. Alright, either way, I'm going to go ahead and degrease it first, and then we'll go from there. Alright, this right here, I just got the degreaser on. Man, this is really scuffed up really bad. Oh my god, look at all the chips. I was thinking I could just sand it with a scuff pad. That really right there needs the fillable primer. Okay, what we're doing is we're blocking it. It was a lot worse than I thought. All I'm using is the scrubbers. I use these for drywall. I get my drywall really smooth. But a lot of people hit this, and I seen a lot of the primer on there, great primer, and I figured it was a great primer, like from somebody else's car. Maybe somebody previously tried to go over it with primer, but man, it was just really scuffed in there really bad. All different kind of primers. So we're just scuffing it up right now. Well, not scuffing. This is more than scuffing it. This is feathering it. This ain't even considered scuffing it. This is considered feathering it. Like I said, the person that I'm doing it for is short on time, so I don't got really time to put a skim coat of Bondo on it and then let it dry it and sand it and all that. I'm trying to get all this done in one, not even one whole day, one evening. So it's basically just going to be painted over, sanded down, primer it, and paint it over, and I'll show you what it comes like with the edge. We wash it off with the degreaser right now, and we're feathering it right now. Like I said, that was done before right there. You can't even tell the wheel well. If you go up close in nighttime or regular driver, you can't tell, but if you go up close, you see the wheel well. But that was done with the same color right there. That was done with Perfect Match primer also. Alright, it's getting late, so kind of scuffed it all as much as I can scuff it. I'm not dealing with the crack, and there's a little crack right there. Told her I'm not dealing with that till the springtime or summertime. Realistically, it'd probably be easier for me to pull a bumper off. I just know this person really good where I'm not gonna but I don't got time right now to do it, but I'm just trying to do this real fast so it don't look, like I said, you've seen it before, so that's what it looks like right now. Feathered in. We feathered it in the best we can. If we use the thick sandable primer, it'll probably work really better, but we don't got that much time to sand it, so I might just spray the thick sandable primer on it, let it dry, and then top coat it. So, but I'm undecided right now. I'm probably just gonna blend around the corner this way, or back tape around. I'm not even gonna back tape, just blend around the corner this way, and then blend around the corner this way. The sides are really good still, so if I could just feather in right here, blend in right here, and top coat a blend right there, it should be actually pretty good. This one right here, I back taped, and when I back taped it, it left a line, so I took the back tape off, and then I just feathered it myself by hand. But I had the tire and the window and everything else, you know, taped off. Then I just feathered it by hand, and it came out better than back taping it. So I might just do the same thing over here. Okay, here we are taping off. I left the bumper untaped right now because, like I said, I'm unsure right now if I'm gonna go all the way around. I still gotta kind of scuff this right here, right around here, because I'm gonna fade it this way, and I'm probably gonna fade it right here to the side, blend it like, because the end of it that we scuffed is right here so far, so I'll probably fade it to like right here, blend it. And like I said, this isn't no perfect. If it was perfect, I would have actually skim coated it and did the whole thing, but right now I'm just trying to get that the same color of the car, basically, is all the person wants. So but I would love to go all the way around with the paint, but realistically, she came with 1 can of Duplicolor, and I had a can of the Duplicolor here anyway, so it's 2 cans ain't gonna do the whole bumper. I do the bumper maybe 3 times. So like I said, my best thing I got right now is to blend that in right there. After it's taped off, I'm gonna go over it with the tack cloth right here, and then after the tack cloth, then I'm gonna put on the first coat of primer. Okay, running out of light here. I'm gonna do 2 coats tonight, probably one primer, 2 paint. Oh shit, I still gotta do 2 of the gloss too, man. She's gonna be here for a while. I hate having to rush to do this crap. Taped off everything that I'm not gonna touch, and then this one right here, I shot it up because I was gonna do another coat of the red over here before I finish glossing it. There was some rust mark right here on the door. The fender's gonna get replaced, but the door might be able to be saved, so I'm just gonna doctor up that rust right there. I'm gonna fade this right here, kind of down, fade the bumper right around here, all that, and fade around here, and then call it a day. I'll show you when the primer's done. Okay, let me show you the light real fast. Food's done. I'm about to go in and eat while that's coming out. That's only the first coat on it, so I got to cover up the rest of that black. If it was gray, it would have covered up pretty good. I kind of went thick right there. This right here, if I would have done around the whole thing, I would have needed about maybe 3 cans. And then there's that little piece right there that I gotta try. Actually, that right there is just to stop the rust. The fender got to be replaced. So, you know, I just wish I would have, you know, horse after the cart. I wish I would have primered it with the gray thick primer. I didn't because the primer was too thick and it would have take longer to dry, and I was feeling rushed. But if I would have primered it with the gray primer, I think it would have matched the color a lot better. But now right now with the color primer with the black, I'm probably gonna have to do an extra coat. Okay, let me show you the light real fast. Food's done. I'm about to go in and eat while that's coming out. That's only the first coat on it, so I got to cover up the rest of that black. If it was gray, it would have covered up pretty good. I kind of went thick right there. This right here, if I would have done around the whole thing, I would have needed about maybe 3 cans. And then there's that little piece right there that I gotta try. Actually, that right there is just to stop the rust. The fender got to be replaced. So, you know, I just wish I would have, you know, horse after the cart. I wish I would have primered it with the gray thick primer. I didn't because the primer was too thick and it would have take longer to dry, and I was feeling rushed. But if I would have primered it with the gray primer, I think it would have matched the color a lot better. But now right now with the color primer with the black, I'm probably gonna have to do an extra coat. Okay, I'm still at it right here. That was the second coat right there. It looks a lot better than what it did. I'll show you the before and after. I faded it around the corner. You can tell the difference just a little bit. Tell more in the sun. This one right here is going to be hard to cover up, man. I can't believe that black is taking so much to cover up. That was 2 coats right there. So I'm actually got like maybe half a can left to finish up. So I might need to retape it and go over it again. Oh, one thing I wanted to show you right here. There was no primer on that, and you see, it's harder to cover up with no primer on it. With primer on it, this right here, I didn't put primer on the corner right there, and see that line? It's harder to cover up, so you got to cover up. So if I were to do this again with this car, I would cover it up with a gray primer or a red primer. All I had right now is black primer, and it's gonna need like 3 or 4 coats to get covered up all the way. This was the side quarter, all rusted out.